Okay guys, so I just wanted to cover some of the changes to the vessel here. So the first change you're going to notice is the prow. It's sharp now rather than octagon shaped. The second one you might notice is right here. I've basically taken this material, cut it out of 45, and then glued it down to the deck so that it actually makes a nice smooth run-in. Doesn't look all that smooth. It's actually not that bad. It needs to be smoothed out some more, but then at the water line I've added the glue gun glue. It partly is to weight the prow and help it really pierce well. This is actually much smoother than it looks now and is actually a very nice set of angles that helps break the waves really nicely. On top of that, I have substantially reduced this mount. You can see a big chunk whacked out of it. That is because I wanted as little of the weight forward as possible and as much of the weight in the rear. I could do the same here and take a big chunk out of this. The problem is if I do that, I'm losing realism in terms of the amount of weight that's in the boat. I actually still want it to represent a scale vessel. So then we go back to here and you'll see that these are finished. And I've made my own bullets that operate as mini keels. So these are my keels. And as you can see, the rudder has changed big time. The turn fins have changed big time. I've made my own, as you can see, and I've done a video on how to do that and how I went about it and what all happened there. So there's a fair bit of metal weight here, and you'll see that I've reduced a lot of the weight here. There's only a 20 grammer in there now, because 20 grams has been moved from the top of the vessel down to here. I just did my low speed testing with that setup last night. It worked excellent, absolutely excellent. And so there really is no need for a keel. It is a very sleek boat. It's very quick, and I'm actually really happy with it. So this is just a short heads up to show you how this is coming along. You can see it's been repainted and it's been redone. In addition, you'll see that in the last video I only had this former installed. Now you'll see there's a second former, and it's at the right height to where it's actually what would be 6 feet to the bottom of this. So your roof line will actually come just above 6 feet. It'll be about 6'1" in its height, maybe 6 feet 2 inches from the bottom of the deck. So when you're standing inside the boat, you'll have full headroom in the main cabin. So from about here back, you're just going to have, from here back, you're going to have your cockpit, and then here, your door will be here in the middle, and then you'll come up through, this will be the living room area, and then this will be the divider for the bedroom, and you can see I've removed all this up in the front, and now you can see what I've got here, and it's going to be about a 10-foot long bedroom, which is actually really nice. Well, it'll actually be more about, at the floor, it'll be 10 feet. But coming to about here will be a chain locker. So your feet will have less room, but then it'll come up sharply from there. And from here back, you'll have the full access to the full height. And you will be able to walk pretty comfortably from bow to stern. That being said, I'm 5'11", so I don't actually need it to be too tall. But I want it so that somebody who's 6'1", 6'2" could just walk into the boat in the main cabin and not be bent over, which in a 27-foot vessel is incredibly rare. That's just not something that they do. Anyway, that's it for this video. I wanted to keep it short. This is just a quick update. So far, testing has shown that all these little changes have made a really positive difference. The boat is faster. It is more stable in rough weather, although it was pretty stable before. It's just getting better every time I modify it. It is an improvement. And as long as I continue to invent and continue to improve and continue to tweak it, it just keeps getting better and better and better. Last night I actually got into the rum. And when I woke up in the morning, I had shot 2 new videos, well 3 technically, and had a new design built. Go figure. Anyway, that's what happens when you don't drink the whole bottle of rum and only drink half and split that with a friend. Keith out.